Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, The Hidden Gems. I am Xu. In my previous video, I visited the burial site in Heposo village, had a glimpse of the capital of the Dian Kingdom, and luckily met the warm-hearted Uncle Yang, who led me to have an in-depth understanding of the history and the legacy left by their ancestors. This has aroused my curiosity even more. So in this episode, I will go to the cemetery that Uncle Yang mentioned to find out more aha moments. In front of me is Shizhaishan Cemetery Group, located in Shizhaishan village of Jinning city, about 5 kilometers from Heposo village. It is the tombs of Dian King and his royal family members in the Warring States period of China, around 200 BC. Archaeologists conducted 5 excavations from 1955 to present and found 87 tombs and more than 5,000 cultural relics. I found the shape of the gate quite interesting. The rooftop is typical Dian Kingdom style. Nowadays you can see a lot of modern architectures inspired by it in this region. By the way, it is said that similar architectures and bronzewares were found in Sumatra in Indonesia. The residents there might be the descendants of Dian people. As I go further, a statue showed up, the Golden Seal of Dian King. The most important discovery in 1956. The original one is in the National Museum in Beijing, and I filmed a duplicate in Yunnan Provincial Museum. The size is actually as tiny as my thumb. At the top there is a snake, which was perceived sacred. At the bottom there's 4 letters, the Golden Seal of the Dian King. It is said the emperor of West Han Dynasty granted the seal to the Dian King. He accepted it and pledged his allegiance to the emperor. The seal proves the existence of Dian Kingdom and provides evidence to the Asian central government unifying ethnic groups. Besides the seal, bronzewares excavated are priceless and have great significance. The Dian Kingdom had no written language of its own, but smart Dian people recorded their lives on seashell containers. Because of that, we can learn how they live, work, worship, fight in battle, etc., as if they were alive in front of us. For example, this is a fight scene between Dian people and Kunming people. Each has different weapons and moves. Some are attacking, some are begging, super detailed and vivid. This one shows us a scene of Asian laborers working together. An elegant female slave owner sitting in a sedan chair, overseeing his weavers. Females appear in these bronzewares frequently, and they seem to have a high stature in the Dian Kingdom. They often play very important roles in different scenes, such as man priest of ritual, leader of laborers, trader, organizer of entertainment events, even female rider and soldier. It's not hard to tell that the matriarchy is quite common in the kingdom. They were actively involved in most social activities, especially women who in charge of sacrifice probably had higher political status and more power of discourse, because religion and politics were inseparable back then. These containers are not only epitome of their daily lives, but also work as an achievement wall for royal family. On this piece, the owner recorded his achievement in a fierce battle. I can imagine he was very proud of it. And this one is a noble rider, with horse and oxen around him. The owner wants to show us how wealthy and successful he was. These containers were used to restore seashells, the currency of the Dian Kingdom. According to archaeologists, seashells, jade, and stones were not from local back then. They were imported from Indian Ocean through Asian Silk Road. People at that time were already enjoying the Amazon Prime delivery. It really takes me some efforts to find the way here.
because the cemetery has been turned into a National Archeology Park and the construction is still ongoing. But no worries, everything will be ready and convenient for the tourists to visit soon.
It's worth mentioning that animal worship is important for the Dian people. Bronze cow and tiger table, well known by everyone in Yunnan. It is a table for placing sacrificial meat in a ritual. A cow is sacrificing its life to protect her calves from the ferocious tiger. It's so alive and imaginative. It reflects the Dian people's cognition and understanding towards life and death. One life ends, another begins. Interestingly, archaeologists found hams in this piece, which shows ham was already common food at that time. Dian people probably the earliest people to enjoy this delicacy. It's around 100 years earlier, before Romans found hams. No wonder Yunnan has so many good hams, like Xuanwei ham in Qujing City, Sanchuan ham in Lijiang City, Nordun ham in Dali City. So if you come to visit, you definitely should have a try.
Finally, I made it to the top. Even the air smells like history here. Did you hear that? Dian people's whisper. Like and subscribe to this channel.
There are still a lot of amazingness about the Dian Kingdom waiting for you to discover in Yunnan province, China. I definitely don't know everything. If I made any mistake, please tell me by leaving a comment. If you are interested in this topic and don't know where to start, Shizhaishan National Archeology Park would be your best choice, because it will be grand open to the public on October this year. It's a great opportunity to give Dian people a high five. Well, this is today's video. Thank you very much for watching. In an age where there is no advanced transportation, people in old times traveled way further than we can imagine. Different civilizations and races mingled and merged into a mysterious and splendid history. So nothing should really hold up our steps to personally feel and see this vast world. Let's stay curious and keep exploring. Until next.